Hey, welcome to another episode of Beers, Jack, and Barbecue. So today we're just doing steaks. We're not doing my favorite. As everybody should know, my favorite's the ribeye. But I got two beautiful prime New York strip. I bought the entire New York strip, cut the steaks myself. I dry brined these starting yesterday. Took them out of the fridge tonight, kind of let them come to room temperature. And here they are. The only thing that disappointed me with this whole prime New York strip, it was a great price. But I had a lot of fat that I ended up trimming off, and it's marbled pretty nicely, but I was disappointed with the amount of fat I had to trim off of these. I normally like fat because that's where the flavor comes from, but these were almost too big of the hard fat that's on the outside of the New York strip. But today, got the Kamado Joe fired up. We're about 280 degrees. We're going to do them indirect, then I'm going to move over to the direct side to finish them off the end, but we'll do them indirect to probably about 110 degrees. I'm going to remove them from the grill, open the vents wide open, let it get real hot, and then we're going to sear them to finish them off. I'll probably add a little pepper at the end before we sear them, and that's going to be the cook today. So like I said, I don't know if you can see the thickness. I'll show you when I put one on the grill. We'll do that, and when I have my glove on, I'll show you how thick they are. They're about 2.5 inches going on 3 inches thick. So it's going to be a nice New York strip tonight. So check out the introduction, and we'll see you on the Kamado. All right, we're going to put them on the grill. Like I said, I wanted to show you how thick they were. So you can see the thickness on these. Like I said, 2.5 inches probably. I do have the meter in here, so we're going to probe this for the indirect side. And then, like I said, when it gets to about 110 degrees, we're going to pull them off and actually bring the grill up to temperature and get it real hot so we can sear them. So we'll come back when these are probably near 100. I'll probably flip them and check the temperature of the other one, and then we're going to finish them off. So we'll see you soon. All right, here we are. We hit 90 degrees, so I want to kind of flip them over, just get a little more even cook. I'm actually going to add another thermometer in here. I was actually charging it at the time, so they look pretty nice. So give them a complete flip, and then, ooh, nice and tender. All right, when they get to 110, we're going to pull them off, and then we're going to let the grill get up. It's around 350 now. We'll let it been climbing slowly, so we'll be back shortly. All right, here we go. When I hit about 105, I started just letting everything wide open. So it gets hotter. The grill's almost towards 400 at the end there. They just hit 110, one was at 106. I'm going to pull these off, let the grill come up to about 500 to 600 degrees, and then we're going to sear them off. So I got the vents wide open. We'll be back shortly. All right, so got the steaks blotted dry, just added some pepper to both sides. Let the grill come up. I open it wide open. It's running around 650 degrees right now. Basically just going to let it sear at this point. One thing interesting, we had to pull them off 110. By the time I left the thermometers in, and by the time we were ready to do this, they rose to almost 120 degrees just sitting out, not doing anything. So I'm not even going to close the grill. Just going to do like a minute aside, and we're just going to get this baby cranking. All right, that's 1 minute. I'm going to flip them over. All right, looks like we're there. Close to another minute. Might be a little bit less. This one seems like getting a little charged, so I'm going to pull it off to the side a little bit. All right, so I've been about 30 seconds, but the way this is firing, I want to kind of keep them going here. All right, gonna yank them off. Boy, those are sizzling nice and look pretty nice. We'll cut into them, do a little taste test, and let you know how they are. As always, cheers. Okay, here we are. So, started with two real nice 2.5 inch prime New York strips. I trimmed them previously, then I dry brined them for about 24 hours. We put them on the Kamado Joe. It was running about 280 when I first put it on there. I let it slowly rise, and when it got to 90 degrees, I turned them and repositioned them just to kind of get more of an even cook going with them. Hit 110 degrees, pulled them off completely, let them sit, and surprisingly, they came up to almost 120 degrees until we were ready to put them back on. Blotted them dry, added pepper to it, was the only thing I did to it at that point. Had the grill running about 650 degrees, just screaming hot. And put it on there I was trying to go for a minute a side, and it turned out to be maybe a minute the first time, and then maybe 45 seconds, 30 seconds, because it was just really running hot and really flaming. So I didn't want to, they got a little bit of an edge on the fat side, but that's fine. So these look fantastic. I'm going to cut into one, see what it looks like. Extremely tender. They've been sitting about 10 minutes resting. And while we were trying to do our little toast of the beer cans, that's usually the most difficult part we do on these shoots. So, wow, does that look good? Let me just take a little piece here and try it. Like I said, extremely tender. Looks good. Boy, I can definitely taste that dry brine I did overnight. A little bit of pepper, which we both like a lot of pepper, so this one's going to be a good dinner. We'll, like I said, see you next time, but like we were seeing, subscribe to the channel, you click the little bell, you get the notifications when we put one out, typically every 2 weeks. And like I said, let us know, give us comments, give us some feedback, and we'll see you next time.